for some photo shootings. And then it was normal that I wanted to grow up this line of accessories to a new level. So I developed this Instagram project last winter. It came naturally. I didn't want to make something very big, just something for me, for my soul, something creative. And so I developed this. I started with some headpieces I made before I've chosen the girls, and after that I randomly asked some friends of mine, some online figure, and started with shootings and doing this little interview for each person. At first was a name that I've chosen random, and after a while I've just discovered that it was the connection between my love for cats and the name I've given to my cloth line. So, as I told you before, I didn't have any character in my mind when I started the project, only the headpieces itself. So I actually first asked some friends of mine, and they were very enthusiastic. So it all started very natural. After a while I discovered that each girl has his personality. It's romantic, mysterious, erotic, and I started to make these headpieces for each girl. And after a while the project actually became like a connection between my floral pieces and the girl I was making these floral pieces for. So it's a bond between them. Actually started with some online girls I knew already. And I have to mention that all the girls that I've chosen are extraordinary in what they do online. So they are cool bloggers, they write very well, they do some stunning photos, they actually they are great dancers, they are actresses. But I didn't intend to use famous people, as you say. I just ran into these girls, and they accepted to pose for me. So I was very glad that they were very enthusiastic with this. So, but I have some names that stand out in this project, and there are some cool people like Andrea Retinsky, which is a red-headed photographer. I have a friend of mine, Andrea Velde, which is the lead singer for Decadence. I have a choreographer, Ioana Machidan. I have some actresses like Ioana Blaj, Aileen Kadur, who posed for me. I forgot I have 100 people that I've shot during this time. So. Actually, most of the pieces I used to buy flowers and then to put all the flowers on my desk and arrange them chromatically. So from this point I just created the headpiece. I don't have something that I start from, but sometimes if I have a theme that I have to work on it, I use some inspiration from that period, colors, elements, I don't know. I actually don't intend to continue with this project because this was something that I wanted to do for this year only, and I have so many ideas that I want to explore, so no. But I intend to develop a new line of accessories based on flowers. I'll use precious stones for the next collection, and some ceramic flowers and darker colors. And I think I will use some hats. At first I didn't expect it to create such a buzz around it, but I was very glad to see that people were very enthusiastic with it. So I received a lot of requests to do some headpieces for photo shootings, for some music video, and I actually thought also that they wouldn't sell because they are big. I use a lot of flowers and a lot of combination colors, shapes. So I was also very pleased to see that actually the girls bought these pieces and wore them on the street at parties, birthdays, everything. They actually gave some of them as a birthday present for their friends. I prefer the ones that I use butterflies on. The ones that I use butterflies by far are my favorites. At start I didn't intend to make these accessories for international market, and now I'm seriously thinking to develop a line to sell abroad. I don't believe in fashion rules because I think everyone should make their own rules about what they wear and what they think it's fashionable at the moment. I think everyone should create a look for themselves, to borrow something for their personality, to choose the colors that are right for their skin tone. And bottom line, I think fashion rules should be broken because otherwise we cannot create something new. I don't have any fashion icon that I just follow because I adore her. But I am inspired by old movies. Most of them are French. And I made the obsession at some point for Jean Moreau. And I'm also inspired by some people in the fashion industry, bloggers that use some very interesting combination between the clothes that you see on the runway and some clothes that you can buy from vintage shops. So I think this it's a combination between some people I admire for their style, some people I admire for what they do. It's not something that I have in one person and I just follow. One of the person is dead. It's Frida Kahlo. And actually it's very funny because she was an inspiration for me even if I didn't know that. And the second one, it's alive, but I think it's very tough to get to her. It's Lana Del Rey. So